My name is Senator Florence Ita-Giwa, and I'm a politician, a lawmaker, but and also now a restaurateur. Because we are in my restaurant right now, which is called ECHOES of Calabar. I've always, it's a pet dream, that's been there forever. Because I'm a foodie, I like food. Not food in huge portions, but the idea of food excites me. I like where I come from. I'm very, very proud that I come from Calabar. It's a beautiful place for our culinary prowess. But I'm here with good people. People are coming in. Sometimes we have music, like brunch. We have a brunch that comes with live band. For me, it's a very happy thing to do, and it's been very, very therapeutic. Because of Calabar is 6 weeks old. It's a baby that we are nursing. But we can comfortably sit like 200 people. That's inside, upstairs, lounge, and outside. We have 2 amazing kitchens. We have an incredible African kitchen that does very, very authentic Calabar food. It's like home cooking. It's very difficult for you to find authentic, original taste in food in restaurants and hotels, because food always has that restaurant taste. But here, it's like you are eating from your home. The African restaurant is awesome. And then we also have very, very powerful continental restaurant. The head chef, in my opinion, is a celebrity chef, because he does magic. He does the most magical lamb chop, ribs, steak, chicken, So we have African, we have continental, we have an amazing pastry. Everything that you're seeing there is all baked here. Yesterday, we had 2-phase 20th anniversary, and the cake, which was so beautiful, was done here under very, very short notice. So, I have 3 kitchens that I'm very, very proud of, and I speak with confidence, but they are very solid, and these are very experienced people. We don't want, to ask people for too much money, despite the environment, the nice environment, cordial, very friendly, very comfortable, and even there, I think you can have a nice plate of edikaikong with very, very good fish, smoked fish and meat for, you can eat it for less than 5,000. Also, considering the fact that I don't eat fish from Lagos because of pollution. So, like our fish, both smoked and fresh, are flown in from Calabar twice a week. Yeah, so that we can be sure what people are eating. All our seafood are flown in fresh from Calabar. We have the grandma okra, grandma seafood okra. That is, it's not even cooked the okra way, it's cooked the traditional way of combination of okra, which is very good for the body, combination of a little bit of vegetable, a little bit of ugu, a tiny bit of bitter leaf. Because we cook, our slogan here is well-being through fine dining. So you're supposed to come and enjoy a meal and also leave here feeling well. We don't cook food that clogs your artery, that stays in your stomach, and we use very, very little oil, and the oil that we use is cholesterol friendly. You understand? So it's like we've been able to turn African food. African food is sweet, but it's very bad food. But we've been able to turn African food around and make it very, very palatable, and at the same time very healthy for the body. So it's healthy living, which is what the whole world is doing now. People don't want to eat and die, people want to eat and stay alive. So I give people what I eat because I'm very well. What you are, how long you live, depends on what you ingest into your system, through your mouth. All my friends coming here, you know, business people, celebrities, you know, politicians, everybody has been coming, expatriates, they come. We've had 2 major events here. We had one for 100 expatriates, you know, an Indian girl had 40th birthday for her husband and she invited everybody from the world. They were here. Then we had the opening that attracted a lot of people. We just got across English, American, Lebanese, French. Everybody, any nationality can come in here and eat well. And Nkechi was telling me that he met 2 Kenyan girls eating the fisherman soup. So, you know, generally, anybody can come here and live here happy. And the response is not bad, considering the fact that we're only 6 weeks old. Expansion, expansion, expansion. Okay. Take the message of good feeding. We're being through fine dining. We're going to go to Ikeja, we're going to go to maybe Ikoyi, and then we move out of Lagos, you know, and maybe go to Abuja, maybe go to, you know, and eventually we may move out, you know, to other African countries. So we are not seeing a baby that has unbelievable potential, you know, for growth. My favorite African dish will be the African dish called ekpankukwo, you know, which there are 2 of them actually that I like very much. I like ekpankukwo. Ekpankukwo is like a delicacy. We call it, in our menu I call it labor of love, because it's a meal made with cocoyam, very, very, you know, the young fresh cocoyam, and then the cocoyam leaf that is just germinating. You plug it at that time. It's still very, very, you know, young. But you have to like grate the cocoyam and do like 1,000 wraps, you know, on a bed of periwinkle, the one with the shell, that, you know, the man would have to kiss to bring it out. You know, so we call it labor of love. That's and 1,000 kisses. So it's a very, very balanced meal. It has a bit of carbohydrate, which is the cocoyam. It has protein, tiny bit of oil, and a lot of seafood, you know, with the protein. So I like that very much. And then I like the afang. The afang soup is here. It's very nice. The afang vegetable, if you eat it, it will not stay in your tummy. It's like detox. You understand? So the following day, you find yourself feeling light, but it doesn't remain in your system. You know, and I also like fish a lot. I like seafood. So I like the fisherman, what we call the fisherman soup, and then the grandma okra. Both of them are seafood. The grandma okra has everything under the sea in that grandma okra. It has fish, it has crab, it has the periwinkle, it has prawns, it has calamari, everything from the sea. So, you know, I like all these Calabar dishes, and of course, I like the lamb chop because my chef makes the most magical, incredible lamb chop that melts in your mouth. We have that here as well. So, but you know that most times I have to keep my eyes shut. You know, but I like all the food here that's on display. What I like and the way I eat is what I'm presenting to people. I think people have, you know Ita-Giwa, you know, a politician. I started with the House of Rep. About 27 years ago, I was in the House of Rep. I did, you know, 2 conferences, and after that I went for election into the Senate. I won election into the Senate twice. I was the minority leader in the Senate during Okadigbo. Then I finished and worked with President Obasanjo as advisor on National Assembly matters, and finished that and worked with President Yaradua also as advisor on National Assembly matters, and then continued, you know, I decided not to contest election anymore so that I can give the next generation the opportunity. But I cannot remain in the National Assembly forever. You know, I thought I'd done enough, and it was time for me to give the next generation, create room for them to be able to participate. So I use the political platform to do a lot of good things, you know. I am very, very involved in the struggle for the resettlement of the Bakassi people, and also for the development of Bakassi children, because they're there in the creeks. Nobody knows what they go through. And an environment where there's no lights, no hospital, no jetty, no food, no clothes. So from time to time I go there to bring out children, to give them a life. So I have my Foundation for Children of Bakassi, and they have mentored, adopted 14 children who carry my name. And out of that 14, last year we had 4 graduates from outside Nigeria. And they read petroleum engineer, mechanical engineer, computer science and information development. We are studying more graduates this year. So, generally, I'm not, in office as I'm not in the chambers as senator, I'm not in office as minister, but I'm very, very busy. I'm glad that Ikechi, and I really appreciate this, but he's encouraged the Calabar Carnival, which is my #1 passion today, to grow. I'm a band leader, proudly so, because I'm proud that at the age of 73, I'm looking forward to the next carnival, where I walk and dance the 12-kilometer walk and tell a story, very interesting stories. Last year we did Africanism, the year before we did climate change. So that alone is intellectually challenging and exciting. So my life is kind of very, very fulfilled because I'm busy all around. Mentally, physically, emotionally, I'm very, very positively engaged because I'm doing all the things that I like. The Echoes of Calabar is a 3-in-1 restaurant. We have the outdoor, which I call the courtyard, and this outdoor bar. In this outdoor bar, you have all the assorted drinks, but most importantly, we do very, very good fresh fruit juices. You can see all the fruits there, and more fruits are coming. We have fruits in the fridge. We have amazing fruit juices here, and a very, very good brilliant barmen that do wonderful cocktails. So if you, like I said, we are all round. Champagne cocktail, fruit cocktail, and all the other liqueurs, they're all here. So then we have music, outdoor music for those that come to, if you want to hang out in the evenings, so, have your drinks. Now we also have what I call the pop lunch, where if you don't want to go into the restaurant, you are working in the bank or in the area, you want a quick meal, a quick pick-me-up. We have all here Echoes of Calabar pop lunch, mashed potato with sausages, chicken burger, beef burger, club sandwich, yam chips, sweet potato with chili sauce, sliced fried plantain, pepper snail, and chicken wings. All these are the things that we serve here